The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Always do right. This will gratify some people, and astonish the rest. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. The trouble with the world is not that people know too little, but that they know so many things that ain't so. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. The man who does not work for the love of work, but only for money, is not likely to make money nor to find much fun in life. It's not what you don't know that kills you, it's what you know for sure that ain't true. The secret of success is making your vocation your vacation. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, this is the ideal life. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. I have a great respect for public opinion, in fact, I often think of it. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. I can teach anybody how to get what they want out of life. The problem is that I can't find anybody who can tell me what they want. The man who is a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If he's an optimist after it, he knows too little. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. A clear conscience is the sure sign of a bad memory. The only way to keep your secrets is to keep them to yourself. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. The more things are forbidden, the more popular they become. The difference between a good word and the right word is like the difference between lightning and a lightning bug. I didn't have time to write a short letter, so I wrote a long one instead. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page. In the beginning of a change, the patriot is a scarce man, and brave, and hated and scorned. When his cause succeeds, the timid join him, for then it costs nothing to be a patriot. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Familiarity breeds contempt, and children. The lack of money is the root of all evil. The worst loneliness is not to be comfortable with yourself. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. If you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans. It's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated. The secret of life is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake that, you've got it made. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. Golf is a good walk spoiled. Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. A person with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. The difference between the right word and the almost right word is like the difference between lightning and a lightning bug. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. When we remember that we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. The more you explain it, the more I don't understand it. It's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble, it's what you know for sure that just ain't so. I have never taken any exercise except sleeping and resting. Work and play are words used to describe the same thing under differing conditions. Thunder is good, thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the work. When angry, count to 4, when very angry, swear. The secret source of humor itself is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. Never put your eggs in one basket unless you're sure it's a strong basket. The only difference between a taxman and a taxidermist is that the taxidermist leaves the skin. There are basically two types of people. People who accomplish things, and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for.